this world hello day. Use Onet to break the ice, build connections, and spread great thoughts to encourage others. It is more than just a platform. Very simply, it is a place where friendships can be developed.
Magic in the Corner of Onpassive. Today, Marty and Chris Johnson are here on the 21st of November, a couple days before Turkey Day, and they're going to inspire and hopefully enlighten you of how wonderful this business really is. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, and give them a thumbs up. See you on the inside. Yes! All right, pretty hard act to follow. Anyway, hello everybody. Thank you for being here. Already up to 400 people that quick. Whoa, we're on fire. I left some of the quotes at the bottom because give people to look at them of what some famous people quoted about business and how opportunities come and what you should do. What I wanted to talk about today briefly is AI. I hear a lot of people, even family members. I don't know why. I think they watch too many scary movies, but how AI is going to do this and do that. Let's look at what AI has done and what they're doing now. Listen, anything can be aimed in a bad direction, right? We have smart bombs. How ridiculous does that sound? We have bombs that are smart. They can really kill people accurately. I mean, let's look at what good can do and what has been done. I'm going to go down. Cancer screening using AI, artificial intelligence powered by deep learning algorithms, is already in use in healthcare. AI imaging capabilities are promising for cancer identification and screening, including breast cancer. So they can spot it early, and that's a big deal. Another one that may not sound like a big deal to everybody, but this is huge, saving the honeybees. There's been a big decline in bees in the last 10, 20 years. Did you know the World Bee Project is using artificial intelligence to save bees? The global bee population is in a decline. That's bad news for our plants, our food supply. In a partnership with Oracle, the World Bee Project hopes to learn how to help bees survive, thrive by gathering data through the Internet of Things sensors, microphones, and cameras on hives. They are actually learning to communicate with bees. No joke. So that's a cool thing. Tools for people with disabilities. I've seen where they made tools for people that can't use their limbs, and it will help feed them and stuff like that. Look at these things. They're out there. You can look them up. They're everywhere. Climate change. We can make tremendous progress in solving the world's biggest issue in support of artificial intelligence, climate change. Why is that important? Because if you can forecast where things are going, you know where to plant, where to get food. This all goes back to helping people. Remember, food is what we're trying to get in the right place at the right time. Wildlife conservation. Another way of AI is put to work for the planet's conservation efforts and allows underfunded conservationists an opportunity to analyze data inexpensively. Because you throw it in, you don't have to hire 20 people working 40 hours a week. Boom, you plug the data in, and AI and smart learning, boom, it gives you the info right away. Combat world hunger. This is a big one. One of the most viable tools in the fight to end world hunger crisis is artificial intelligence. It can analyze millions of data points to help determine the perfect crop, develop seeds, maximize current output, and control herbicide application precisely. Many applications are already in use, but one we'll highlight here is nutrition early warning system that uses machine learning for big data to identify regions that are increasingly risk of food shortage due to crop failure, raising the food prices and drought. Big deal. It will work on inequality, poverty, spot fake news. It can go through and run letters and words in sequence and say, and then do a fact check and find out, no, this is crap. And then again, access medical imaging. Uh, they can do images and find things in your veins, in your heart, in your blood flow, in your bones, and all these things are big deal for us. So that's what I wanted to cover. I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and maybe we could have a little bit of a combo.
Very good, Marty. Popped a lot of things in my head. And before we got on this, myself and Marty, we actually had a conversation that was really crazy. I enjoy talking about new things or how things are, which way things are going. So I'm looking up my normal little thing. I get on my phone and I ask Siri about artificial intelligence, what it's done, where it's been. Marty just hit every one of them, but it's been around since 1950s. And here's what it says. And I don't normally read things, but I'm going to read this one. 1950s to 1970s, it was called the neural networks. Early work with neural networks stirs excitement for thinking machines. 1980s to the 2010s, machine learning becomes popular. And if you remember, I showed a long time ago how artificial intelligence really exploded is when they used a machine to play a guy against one of the hardest games in the world, and the machine beat him repeatedly. When that was done, believe it or not, the world woke up to the power of artificial intelligence. 2011 to 2020, deep learning breakthrough drive the AI boom. Present day, generative AI, a disruptive tech soars in popularity. Whether you like it or not, AI has been involved in your life since in the 1950s. I think it was 1956, not sure the exact date. And it's been doing things to make life better, not only just from outer space, but all the things Marty talked about. Imagine just plugging into the world, which it is, and asking about, hey man, what's going on with this coffee cup? Where was it made? Are the materials safe to drink out of it? Do you realize there's things in our lifetime, and you see the commercials? We drank from hoses with lead water pipes, and we did everything wrong. We should all be dead, really. And we didn't know that information. 30 years later, they told us we shouldn't have been sleeping with lead paint. We painted our baby cribs with lead paint. We didn't know any stuff like this. So now I look at it as AI. You can plug in to your computer with AI, artificial intelligence, which is plugged into every, hear me out now, it's plugged into every single person in the world. It almost is like taking a small little road that attaches to everyone's brain, everyone's businesses, everyone's buildings, everyone's knowledge, and that's what we call data. So what is AI doing? AI is going to bring the world's most smartest data right to us. In other words, if you want to know about a certain disease, what causes it? What do you do to get rid of it? It's going to be on here. Plugging into AI is an amazing thing. Every single thing we could think about right now, you could tell AI when it starts through Onpassive, and guess what it's going to do? It's constantly going to learn. It's going to know every single thing about everything. And that's no lie. That's what machine learning is. Now, the people put it in, but you got to think of all the minds in this world. Every day, someone's Googling something. Where do you think Google gets its information? People asking questions. It saves it, and then it goes searching for it. It looks for it. What do we got? How do we do this? Or hey, looking for roller skates near me. Does it show you where you can buy roller skates? But it also shows you everywhere else in the world that someone's selling roller skates. Now, is roller skates a big deal? To some people it is. But if I told you that AI in the future is going to save people from dying from cancer, because it's going to be able to break down what you should and what you shouldn't do. Stay away from this, stay away. It's going to tell you all this stuff. So right now, people are getting more knowledge in their head. They don't have to go to their doctor and listen to it. They're going to know. And like I said, doctors go to school for years, years, years. Even doctors are going to get a lot smarter because they're going to be plugged into this thing we call artificial intelligence. And they're going to be saying, wow, I didn't know that. Something new to talk to their patients about, of warnings of safety. AI to me is the biggest. At Ford Motor Company or any business, we have safety rules which were put in place to protect the workers, to protect the owners, everything. This is what AI is. AI is being put in place to make sure not only do we learn, but cover every aspect so no one falls in a hole. No one walks into a live robot cage and gets smoked by a robot. This is the kind of things you're going to be looking at. And then we went into this crazy conversation. I said, Marty, do you realize it took 30 years to build the Bayou? 30 years. And you know, we could go back to the beginning of time where it took Moses 100 years, or not Moses, Noah, 100 years to build that ark. We start thinking about all these great people. And there was someone saying, you can't do that. That's impossible. That's impossible. And I looked at Marty and I said, we should talk about that more. Because a lot of people in this company right now are saying, wow, what's going on? They don't know. A lot of people, I got a little discussion with a guy yesterday. He's a little mad at me. I said, you know, maybe you should plug in. When I say you should plug in, I mean, this is your business. It's your responsibility. Now, we're always trying to help do things like that. But some questions people are asking, you really should know. This is your business. This is your company. I'm not telling you no. I'm telling you just check it out, because the responsibility of each person's business is their responsibility. A lot of questions are being asked about the card payments, about cryptos there. There's a small window for cards. And that's all I can tell you right now. People get mad at me for not giving them what they want, and that's okay. But let's go back to great people. If you ever watch the history, what built America or what built the world, they have food, products, factories, smart men. Each one of these men, we never would have known their story until they put it on that little documentary, which is really cool. We wouldn't know their struggles. Every successful guru back then, every successful multi-billionaire, they had challenges in their companies. Challenges that you and I probably would have said, oh, no, I'm not doing that. But they did it. If it wasn't for these great individuals, men and women of all colors, that all these great ideas, I guarantee you there was at least 1,000 people back then saying, are you crazy? There's no way you're going to produce this. Back when they started racing cars, there was a crazy cat, I forget his name, made a movie. They made a movie about him. He said, I want to be a race car driver. He came from a very successful family. His dad disowned him. You're crazy. He said, I want to build a better race car, lighter, faster. No one even knew what he was talking about until he actually showed them. That's what Onpassive is. Onpassive is the better race car. Onpassive is lighter. It's faster, and it's unbelievable. It's going to get to speeds you can't believe. It's going to win every single race because it was designed to win. Let me say that again. Onpassive was designed to win. And yes, do we have naysayers? We sure do. If we didn't have no naysayers, sometimes it probably wouldn't be fun, because we love to see their faces when Ash Mafara and his tech team come out with a brand new product called Connect, Staff, Trim, Mail. People said, no way, you ain't going to be able to do that. Well, I got news for you. It's being done. It's been completed. And we want you to hold on to whatever's in front of you, because it's all about you. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Fantastic. As you know, I'm a little under the weather, but I'm never under the weather for Onpassive. It actually makes me feel good. Yeah, I believe, keep your eyes open. I expect big things to happen probably in the next couple of weeks. I'm not saying hours because, I know they're very busy, busier than you could imagine. I get little blips from Ash, but usually when it's like that, he's already working like a maniac, but I mean, beyond that right now, everybody. He's got people around the world. They're signing deals of collaboration with other companies and entities and businesses and governments. And oh my God. So we're in good hands. We're doing well. And it's time just to relax, focus on you. Go look up things you wondering about with the AI. It's pretty cool stuff. That's what I've been doing. So don't forget, tonight, Minnow, we have trivia. It's a lot of fun. It's a place to go to relax. That's why I go. There's business and then there's fun, and nothing more fun than being around family. I'm going to wrap this up quick today because I'm getting into a coughing fit. My nose is running.
Red's coming on at 11.
Red's coming on at 11.
Just coming on at 11. I just texted me.
Anyway, I'll see you all. And whatever you do, when your grandkids come over, wash your hands and your face and send them away. I don't have that privilege. They stay. And they bring home everything they can. Anyway, I'll see you all. Thank you and God bless.
Bye.